Just some guy talking here, and today I want to talk about panic. I've been talking about fear, and panic obviously is an extension of that, a response to overwhelming fear. So if you're feeling like that, I hope this video is helpful to you. I want to share a lesson that I've learned for dealing with that kind of panic or that kind of fear over the years, and I learned it from surfing. So, if you've surfed for any amount of time, you've experienced what it's like to be pinned under. What that means is that you fall off a wave, you wipe out, and the force and power of the ocean, of the surf, holds you beneath the surface. And while you're under the surface, you tend to be just spun around, thrown, head over tail, kind of like if you were in a tumble dryer or a washing machine, and you become very disoriented, like a pilot does when they're flying in low visibility, and you don't know which way is up or which way is down. And that, coupled with the idea that you are under a tremendous amount of water, is has the potential to induce a tremendous amount of panic in you. Nobody likes to drown. Nobody likes to feel like they're about to drown. And the action that you learn is the appropriate one in that situation is very counterintuitive. When you are pinned underwater and running out of air and being tossed this way and that by a very powerful force, the first thing you want to do is nothing. Now, again, that's very counterintuitive. But the reason why you do nothing is because you don't have any idea which way is up. Or you may still be underneath the full force of that water. And if you struggle and flail around, which is the reaction that we typically have in that situation, just trying to get out of the situation no matter what, you can waste your very valuable oxygen and not be headed in any direction that's helpful to you. So you have to wait. You have to be calm and wait for the board that is leashed to your leg to float to the top. And once you feel that tightness of the board as it inevitably heads to the surface, you can climb the leg rope, is what we would say. You pull on that rope and you head towards the surface, so that you can actually breathe again, so that you can get yourself out of trouble. Now, the parallels to life, I think, are fairly obvious, but let's walk through them. If you are in a situation where you are overwhelmed by fear, or life just has, bowled you over and pinned you under, and you feel panic because you don't know how to get out of this, you know that this is a desperate situation, you need to do something, and you want to flail around, but you really have no idea which direction is up. Wait, be still. And you see that in mindfulness practices. I think that that's, something that everybody's familiar with now, but you also see that in religious practices. Different faiths have an emphasis on meditation, on stillness, on peace. And what you do when you have, when you are trying to calm your mind in a meditative state is you try to clear your mind of those things that are causing you agitation, that are making you feel like you need to struggle, even though you don't know which way you should be struggling yet. So you clear your minds, whether it's, obviously you don't do this underwater, but in, above the surface, you take deep breaths, you think calming thoughts, you focus on things that are positive. You wait for a direction to present itself, for things to become more clear. You wait for clarity. And then you wait for the things that are buoyant in your life, the things in your life that float, to point your direction, point you in the direction of the surface. So for everybody, those things are different. Maybe it's your faith, maybe it's your family, maybe it's your friends, maybe it's just an internal drive that you have to get through this, or a confidence that you need to just find a way back to, that you have survived things like that, like this in the past, and you will again. But you wait for those things that are buoyant in your life to head towards the surface, and then you follow that tension towards the place that will ultimately give you what you need, that ability to take that big breath, that ability to look around, to, and find what direction you need to head to get out of trouble. Or, in the example of surfing, that's, that ability to climb up to the surface and wave your arms like heck and tell people, "Hey, I'm here. Like I almost freaking drowned," and hope that they can help you, and get you to safety. Now, that may not, resonate with you like it does for me, but I encourage you to think about it for a little bit. Which parts of your life are, agitating you right now, are causing you to feel panicked? And which parts of your life float? And orient yourself towards those things. Wait until there's clarity in terms of which direction you should be struggling. When you have that clarity, when you know which way the surface is, when you know which way is up, then yes, struggle, paddle, swim, head to the sun, head to the light, head to the, head towards oxygen, head towards help, head towards safety. But until you know which direction those things are, just force yourself to be calm. I hope that's helpful. I'm trying to stay focused in this place myself today. I'm just some guy talking, and I will talk to you next time.